MB News producer Sydney Bowles here for our monthly check-in with Marge Yetman at the Senior Center to find out all the incredible things going on and just talk about some information that might be relevant to our senior viewers. So, Marge Yetman, thank you as always for being here.
As always, thank you for having me.
So there's a bunch of events lined up as always for April, which we're heading into shortly, but there are some stuff that we're going to talk about first. So you've been working for a while on Better Age, which is a really fascinating, really helpful piece of software that can help seniors maybe figure out where they might need to spend some attention on their wellness. So how's that been going? Talk about it.
It's been going slowly, but it's going. So when we reached 30 people having done it, I actually got some data, which was really cool to see. And the more people do it, the better the data will be and the more robust.
Are you able to share anything about the data that you got?
I am. So just so everybody knows, I don't know who scored what.
Totally anonymous.
It's totally anonymous. I will never know unless you come and tell me. Although if you need help, I hope you do come and tell me and ask us for help. Also, if you find you're needing help with socialization or something, isolation, come talk to us and we'll find something. We'll help you find something you like to do and get you doing it. But room for improvement. Preliminary results are showing that people feel like their general quality of life could be improved. So that's general. It's nothing specific. Just kind of and it's not like it's like red all over the place going. Meow, meow.
Maybe just kind of feeling like your life is going well, kind
of
thing.
Yeah, right. And so people seem to think that there's room for improvement on that situation. As you're getting older, you have more losses. Your body's not functioning at 20-something, levels. Yeah, it might be that's part of it. But it doesn't mean that we can't help you get to a point where you feel like your quality of life is fantastic. Belonging to community is another one, which breaks my heart because Burlington just has so many ways to get involved and be part of a community. If you're not, if you don't want to go to church, there's volunteering. There's the senior center. There's recreation. I'm going to sneeze. There's there's other things. There's clubs that you can join. So there's a lot out there, and I would hope that people would be able to find something. Again, if you're having trouble finding something that you connect with, come talk to us, myself or the social workers, or just come hang out at the senior center because there's a lot of people, and the ladies like to take people under their wing. So the other one is financial health. I think it's tough. You retire at 60 or 65. For all intents and purposes, your income doesn't go up. And obviously there's been a lot of increases in pricing because of the pandemic. I would hope that those prices would go down a little bit and your your income would catch up, but probably not. But if you're having trouble, come talk to us. If it's a general feeling of, I feel like I could be doing better, but I'm not, still come talk to us, There's people we can have come in, do presentations that can be helpful. So that's, one thing we can do to help. We can connect you with resources that help. So don't be afraid. Don't think that just because you're having trouble making ends meet, that's the way it's always going to be, because there's things that we can help you with and ideas that we have that can be helpful. And then just negative emotions. That one's really tough. But we have a wellness group that meets monthly. That's a good one that kind of helps you kind of tune in to what's good in your life, and help, talk to other people and, kind of brainstorm on how to feel better. One, it's going to seem really far out there, I admit, but drumming. Drumming is supposed to be really, really therapeutic. And that's once a month, the first Tuesday. So I really would, that's a good way to kind of come in and just.
That's not like drum set drumming. That's
no, it's just like an African drum, just, and it's not, it's not like, it's not like taking yoga, but it has the same effect, right? Mentally and emotionally on you. So there you go. There's Tai Chi, there is yoga. There are things to take that will help you feel better about yourself. If none of those are your cup of tea, then you might need to talk to somebody. And again, come talk to us and we'll help you figure that out. Talk to your doctor. They can help. They can make a referral for behavioral health services. Doesn't have to be a psychiatrist. Just has to be someone to talk to, right? So kind of sort out those feelings and where they're coming from.
Yeah, so these are all findings from the Better Age survey that you have.
Yeah.
Remind people how they can find that if they want to get their own sort of wellness checkup.
So it's in the newsletter. I don't remember what page. I could tell you 2 seconds. It is on page 7.
Page 7 of the newsletter.
In the health section.
Amazing.
There you go. Go there and there's a QR code that you can take a picture with your cell phone, put it on picture, scan the little funky picture. It'll give you a website, and you click on that website, and it'll take you right to it.
Perfect.
So you can do it on your phone. You can type in the website address in your computer. You can share your results with us. You don't have to share your results with us, but it helps give us a much better idea about how people are feeling and where they're at.
Do you want to move on to some other stuff?
Yes.
Okay. So this is an event coming up that you all are doing that's also kind of on a little bit of a heavier topic maybe. So tell us about...
You think going into April we'd be a little happier?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
April. Spring. So advanced directives. Super boring subject. Super depressing because who wants to think about what you want done? But incredibly important. The main thing for me is, if you don't care what happens to you, think about the people you leave behind, because they have to make decisions, and those decisions can be really difficult. And a doctor might be doctors are always going to push to save your life. That may not be what you want, and that may not be what's best for your family. So you need to tell your family what you want done, but you need to do it in a way that the doctors don't push back. And that it's legal. We have these advanced directives for a reason. So you lay out what you want. Do you want life support? Do you not want life support? Who's going to make the decisions for you if you can't? Who's going to be doing all your bill paying or your legal stuff? Any of that. Who's going to be your power of attorney? Who's your health proxy? All of that, all really important. And they're going to talk about that and how to do it and some things to think about. But again, you may not care, but your family will, and they're the ones that are going to be burdened by you not making decisions.
Great. So when is that going to happen?
That is going to happen like middle of the month.
Middle of the month? Okay,
Yeah.
And the details of that are in the newsletter?
In the newsletter.
Okay.
I'm always going to direct you to the newsletter.
All right, so you laid out a couple of really exciting stuff here for us to talk about. So why don't you just walk us through them?
Okay, so some of you may remember Richard Clark. He used to come a lot, and we got to the point where we had him for everything he did. He is an actor, and a very good actor. He is a dramatic actor, in the best way possible. But April is Poetry Month, so we're going to celebrate Poetry Month with Richard Clark as Walt Whitman. So that should be really cool. Yeah.
Fun. So he's going to be performing as Walt Whitman.
He's going to be Walt Whitman.
I love that. That's great.
So he'll be talking about his life. He'll be, doing some readings. It should be really good.
Cool. Say more. What else is going on?
So we have Gretchen Carey from Republic Services. She is a Burlington resident who was really, really into recycling before it was really, really cool to be into recycling. I've known her for a very long time. She's going to come and talk about recycling and what happens to the stuff you recycle. You'd be surprised. Some things are recyclable and some things aren't, even if they say they're recyclable. So, really cool. And then Matt Slater is returning as Elvis. The ladies love him as Matt Slater or as Elvis. I'm not really sure, or both. And so he's going to come, and he will be immediately followed by the 4 fire department. So please stick around for them. This is going to be their first presentation to us in a very, very long time. And they're going to come out and talk about fire prevention and I believe cooking. There's a lot of things you shouldn't be doing. I caught myself the other day with a big sleeve that, I was like, ooh, that's not good. And ran out and turned off the stove, ran out and changed and then came back. So, so they're going to come and talk. So please, if you come from Matt Slater, please stay. It's going to be their first time doing it.
Can't hurt to learn that stuff, and it's good to have a reminder.
And it's good for them to get the practice before they go out and do the kids.
Oh, sure. There you go.
And then the last thing I want to talk about is on April 8th, we're having our solar eclipse.
That's so exciting.
Yep. And Wendy Pavlicek from the Science Center at the high school is coming to the center, and the kids and their families are invited, and the seniors are invited. And we're all going to watch the eclipse together. So we'll make glasses, and there'll be some stuff. It'll be really fun. So bring your grandkids,
Yeah.
Or your kids. I'm excited.
This is a really kind of special event. This doesn't happen very often. I think it's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, it was funny because I was actually planning on going up to Vermont to see it, and then when Wendy said she wants to do it, I'm like, I'll stay here and watch this.
And I think we're at something like 85% totality, so it's going to be a really good.
You'll hear the birds chirping, getting ready for bed. It'll feel like dusk. It'll be really cool.
Yeah. I'm going to be there as well. I'm just over the moon.
You're not going to miss
excited.
it.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, Marge, thank you as always. It sounds like April is shaping up to be an eventful month at the Senior Center.
And hopefully
as
a pretty
usual.
one.
And a pretty one. We'll be getting green leaves soon. Yeah. Very, very exciting.
Tulips are up.
You've got your florals on. I've got my bright spring colors. We're both in the spring mood.
We are.
So thank you as always for being here.
Thanks
and
for
I'll see you
having
again
me.
next month.
Absolutely.